Anyway, so here we have Kayla giving everything out for from the desiccator that we're going to need, including our little decibel, or whatever thing it's called, crucible. That one says, and this is our KBR. We're doing the KBR pellet stuff so we can do the IR of our aspirin to determine if it is pure aspirin or not. We're also going to need our screws.
Oh, I didn't see them.
That jar screws, yeah. So Kayla we have our 2 wrenches, our little board thing, jar screws, the little crucible, and whatever this thing is called. This KBR, this is our reference. Oops, this is our reference. So we're going to run it just like we would run a normal background, and then we're going to have our crystalline sample in the one that Kayla has in our hand. Okay, so what Kayla's going to do is grab her stuff. Yeah, crucible and the KBR, and come over here, and in the crucible, I think that's what it's called, she's going to add just a little bit of her sample and just a little bit of the KBR, and then mash it up into a little powder. Like so. Beautifully done, Kayla. I'm going to start calling you Vanna White. And now she's going to mash away. Mashy, 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 mashy. Oh, I mean, you mean. So now we're recording. Oh, we're not recording. We're mashing still.
I think that's probably good.
Alright, and now that she's got it mashed, what Kayla's going to do is take her little, yep, that
Yours
little.
is still in here.
Oh, it is?
Kind of.
Oh, it's not going to run it through there, though.
Okay.
So we're going to need that and 2 screws. And normally, you know, I pointed out while Kayla puts that together, this one is what we're going to run the background with, but we're going to prepare a sample, run the background, and then immediately run the sample afterwards. You can do it either way you want. So Kayla's going to screw one end in completely. Then she's going to put her sample in on top of that screw that she screwed in, and Wayne said it just needs to be enough just to do like a complete powder coating down on that other screw in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You don't want to be able to see the screw, but you don't want like a whole lot either. Just enough to obscure the screw. And what we're doing here is trying to make a little crystal. So now Kayla has put her other screw in and put it down pretty tight. And now in the board, and here's where it gets fun. We're tightening, tightening, tightening. The tighter you do it, the better, because it's going to make a nice crystal. Oh, get it. Yeah, this is tough. It's going to be a long video. Let me get your face. You look like you're struggling.
I think that's a sign.
Do it one more time.
Oh
Look
my God,
let's get your
stuck.
face.
It's stuck.
It's not stuck. You'll be able to get it out.
It's not gonna...
I bet if you use this big one, you get more leverage. It's just hard not to let this move when you're screwing on there.
Yeah, that's as high as it goes.
Alright. Alright, so now what Kayla's going to do is literally unscrew it.
Yeah.
It's as tight as it goes. She can't do it anymore, so she's going to unscrew it. Lefty loosey, yeah.
I'm trying.
I'm just reminding them. I'm not saying you're not doing it right. What Kayla is doing here is lefty loosey.
Oh, just in the bottom.
Well, it's okay. So she got the bottom undone. You got a nice little crystal in there?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's see if we can show them. you'll be able to tell. It's going to be shiny, kind of like glass is what it should kind of look like. And so now Kayla has to get the other screw out, which I found this out the hard way. This is the easiest way to do it, because it's literally just put that piece in there and then open up your big wrench to fit around it enough and then loosen it that way. And there, that was pretty easy now. Hopefully we got a little crystal in there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So now we have both of our pieces we're going to run. And we're already in our Omnic. We're first going to run our normal background. And so we're running our background. And we just kind of set it in.
You ever,
like so.
You ever tried a dimethyl sulfoxide?
Background looks good. So once it's done, we'll take that pellet, that background piece out whenever the window pops up, and we'll make sure to save our background separately.
You ever use phosphorus pentoxide?
I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Well, I mean, just reading about it, I don't know if I'm gonna take off.
And we're almost there. This little guy, where's my thumb? Where's my finger? This little thing is now done. And this pops up. You can say, yes, we're going to save our background. That's whatever we want. There we go. Now we're going to run our other sample.
You're supposed to change the thing.
You can see Kayla's little crystal in there. Looks nice. Okay.
I hope it doesn't ask me to.
It'll probably look better than mine. We're just telling it what we want to name it. Oh, we didn't change it. Hit cancel. We'll just have to run another. Or you can change it now, and it should make it okay. So collect. But experiment setup. Background over 20. And it should accept it. And now we should be able to collect our sample. Make sure before you collect your background, you change it to every 20 minutes. Yes. And if you don't, then you can go back and change it, and it should still be okay. Hopefully I don't know where my mic is on this thing. I assume it's this thing. And there we have it. That actually kind of looked like mine, didn't it?
Sure.
That actually looked like mine, kind of, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. Mine's not pure, I know that, so.
Well, mine's probably not pure either. And voila! You are now an IR master. Thank you. Have a nice day. And let's get a smile from Kayla. There, Kayla.